Welcome back to another Scope episode where we answer your questions. Thank you for joining us. On this panel, we've got Abdifatah, myself, Salman, and Yassine. Wow. And we're just out here putting videos back out. I'm just really excited. I'm excited to see these guys again. I'm like,
it's too early to be like
I'm just really excited. So, what you guys been up to, man? Tell me about your life.
I can't hear you, Mussa.
They really can. Hey, listen.
I can't hear them.
Listen, I just want to say that, you know, we really appreciate you and everything that you do. And you just keep doing you.
Who are you speaking to?
That person right there.
Oh, these YouTubers, they've perfected the art of talking to the camera.
Really? I'm like, wow, Mussa. I know you for that way.
Sometimes, bro, I'm chilling with Mussa and he just does that randomly. There's no camera. Like, comment, subscribe, guys.
What are you doing, bro?
That is not me.
You're right, man.
But yeah, so we've got some questions sent in to Curious Cat. Thank you for sending questions in, by the way. I need some things.
Alright, would you marry a Somali girl that leaves
A Somali what?
a grill?
A grill?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Go.
That lives in Somalia
Man, a grill.
and knows the culture, or a girl that lives in the UK and she's fish and chips? Well, the thing about grills, yeah, is if the temperature's too high, it gets cooked from the outside but not sufficient from the inside. And if it's too low, then the opposite happens, yeah? So I think the key thing with a good grill is that the temperature is optimum. And I don't know about grills made in Somalia.
I think you need to find a balance.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure about cooking fish and chips on
This
a
is a
Somali
lot
grill.
funnier in my head.
I don't.
That was so bad. I wanted to laugh at you, bro.
Yo, well, like, if you don't shoot, you can't score, fam.
Shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, fam.
I wish someone giggled.
At least back to with a little sympathy. Like,
I was gonna I
need new friends, yo.
I tried as well. But on a serious note, like, what kind of grills are you guys into?
Me.
Yeah. Like, would you guys prefer a grill from
What's
back
the
home?
question actually like?
It's about which grill would you like. If you like
Foreman grills are good, you know.
Like some
Tesco value, I think the Tesco are very underrated. They come with it.
Is that what it is?
Huh?
Yeah. We're gonna carry on.
I think on a serious note, I really think she that was a typo and she misspelled girl.
Yeah, I think.
But that's just me just really going deep into this. Maybe I'm overreading it.
Yeah.
Nah, ridiculous, mate.
Ridiculous, you reckon?
Completely disagree.
Should definitely speak about girls.
Girl, she would have wrote girl, fam.
Yeah, I agree. The extra L is just like, do you know what I mean?
It's not hard, like.
Why would she do that to herself though? Alright, yeah, she definitely went girl, guys. Well, I think what I talk about.
No, I didn't mean girl.
So what? Somali girl back home or Somali girl from the diaspora? That's what he's trying to ask him.
Yeah.
I think so.
I reckon so, fam. But all right, answering that question, me personally, I think it's about the grills. No, but yo, on a level, yeah, I think. All right, so I got no issue with people from back home. You get me?
Yeah.
Well, I love my people. Yeah.
I've got no issues. I've got no issues with black people. But like, if you're wearing a black,
a fat butt, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Now, on a level, if I married a girl that lived back home for most of her life, what are we gonna talk about? Like, well, like the way you grew up back there, you know, in Somalia, and the way us that grew up, it's just different.
So you fish.
they were like slow girls, innit?
Fish and chips over Boston, unfortunately. I'm ashamed to admit.
Oh, you have a Talagang, yeah?
Hoy Matala guy.
No, but like on a serious note now, like what's the main issues you think you'd encounter? Just like what you speak about, that's it.
We're washed down Somalis, that's what we are.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know
We're
what
not
it is,
Somalis like
I mean,
I reckon
like
because
as Somalis, people from back home.
do you know? Because thing is, this is kind of the everlasting problem for diaspora, young people in diaspora, which is, do you marry from here or from back home? Thing is, I think either or is fine, but you have to take into consideration that there is a bit of a culture gap.
Yeah.
You have commonalities obviously because you've got the same ethnic background, and you at home you are kind of raised with that kind of cultural background, but don't forget that you are kind of immersed and part of the culture and society that you live in.
you're diluted, yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So you can't just look at one facet or aspect of who you are and be like, okay, just because I'm Somali or Eritrean or Pakistan or whatever it is, it's
Did you hear that? He put an accent anti-Pakistani.
Yeah, I'm not.
Pakistani guy.
Racist.
I'm Birmingham, and I studied in an Asian-dominated school. I can speak kind of passing what to do. So I'm not saying that.
Aapka naam kya hai, chacha?
Mera naam Salman hai.
Salman?
we can carry on if you want.
I can't, fam. I've exhausted my vocabulary there, man. You know, those 4 words and kuch hota hai, fam. That's a film, blood.
So like you have to kind of respect and take into consideration your culture and where you're from, and there are going to be those cultural differences. You know, whether she's from Arabta or she is from you know, from Middle East or from back home, whatever it is. There's going to be that kind of slight cultural disconnect. So you could still work, obviously. But you know, I don't think it was necessary for her to kind of just shit on girls from here.
Well,
just because,
what would she say?
Fish and chips, innit?
No,
I don't think.
I reckon that she's like just yeah,
colloquial name.
It's just like a metaphor innit, for who for how they see each other.
But yeah, I know a lot of brothers. I know a lot.
No.
For us, that's considered derogatory.
It is a bit.
It's a shot. It's a shot. It's a shot. It's a shot.
Typical fish and chips guys. I think that's derogatory. I'm talking about you, fam.
It wasn't. It's not like it's just
nothing.
It's just literally describing how they see each other. Innit, really.
Yo, but I know a lot of guys from over here that want to marry from back home anyway. That's just what they want because
what's the reason for that?
They want to be more cultured. They want like, but there's someone who could be.
They want to be more cultured though. They think the girls here
they've got something wrong with them.
Lost causes and that.
So they think, you know what? I'd rather get married from back home and have that normal lifestyle that our parents had, basically.
That's more
traditional kind of lifestyle.
Because maybe they're not,
yeah, you know what I mean? I don't know about that.
Which maybe is, you're not really kind of, you're not embracing
He's about to hate on the new one. Go for it. Go, like you're literally about to send for like anyone.
I think you're the only. What's going on?
Say that again. Like you must seen that charger of mine. Huh?
Say what?
Where's my charger? My phone's kind of
happening right now.
My phone's like.
I have no idea.
I zoned out for a second. Heard a couple of words, and I thought I heard something else, and I just want to apologize for that. Sorry. I'll
have to consider whether I accept the apology or not.
Yo,
that's what I mean about these fish and chips guys.
What
do I even hear?
But
get you a real grill.
It's all about preference.
Yo, if
what you prefer, go for it. It's all about character and what's within. Anyways, you know.
100%, well, 100%.
Bang.
But
I need that on a
don't
t-shirt.
dismiss the girls here, man, or because for whatever reason.
Yo, well, like everyone's got what they want. You
Yeah,
get me?
no,
Some people
100%.
like back
But you know,
home. Some
'cause,
people like.
some people that they'll say stuff like, the girls are too independent or too
That's backwards thinking. I think very backwards.
It's
Yeah.
very backwards, and listen, you can't just kind of put blinkers on and try to pretend that you're not living in the times you're living in by trying to go back.
The girls over here,
and be like, the girls from back home are gonna be more traditional, more obedient. You know what I'm saying? But she's gonna come and live here.
Yeah, if you want traditional and obedient, you gotta go to them Southeast Asia regions. You get me? Get yourself like an Indonesian.
Even that though,
that's their culture. Fam.
Saying traditional and obedient alone, that is very weird thing to say, fam. Yeah, what does that mean, fam? Was very like. Anyway, okay, let's move on, lads. Please take this. Okay, this is what they wrote.
Please what?
Please take these.
Take these. Okay.
Okay. I like girls who don't like me. All right, and don't like girls who like me. What should I do? Do men like it when a woman makes a first? I'm very confused at this point. What do you guys think?
Can you read that again, please?
I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna slow it down.
Phone a friend.
I like girls who don't like me, and don't like girls who like me.
Okay.
What should I do? Like, I'm very concerned for this person already. Like, he seems very confused.
Is this like a permanent thing, or can it change? Like, so if a girl that doesn't like him starts liking him, does he no longer like her anymore? Is that?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That's an interesting question.
He's no longer.
Yeah, because I want to know if like it perpetually changes.
So as soon as she likes him,
he
doesn't like her anymore.
You don't like me, please like me. I like you. I don't like you anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
All right, you said before.
Basically, he loves the chase, innit?
He loves the chase.
But girls that like him, he doesn't like.
That's
you know what he needs, fam? You know what he needs? He needs a girl, that will show him absolutely no love, but somehow stay with him as well at the same time.
Leon,
way to live.
Later on.
I'm not gonna say it here and then.
Then we're gonna get a question in about a year or two. I'm like, oh, I'm married, and you know what? She doesn't like me. I don't know how I feel about that.
And then a year later, she likes me now, but I don't like her.
I'm gonna divorce her tomorrow. Yo, listen.
You got problems, bro.
You got problems, bro. You just need to face his problems. You just look in the mirror, and you know what? I think you don't like yourself. If you like yourself, do you?
If he likes himself, does he?
Yeah, well, like, if you like yourself, do you not like yourself?
But then if he doesn't like himself, that means he likes himself.
Yo, this is like, we literally went deep into the
I
matrix.
don't like this, bro.
I don't.
This is inception level deep, man. We're in the third layer right now.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Do you want to do that one?
Assalamu alaikum, guys. Well done, mashallah. You're doing all good.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask my friend, want to marry a brother, but he's different qabil tribe from her. Therefore, her mother is refusing her to marry him due to the different qabils. She's asking, do you guys think it's wrong for her to marry him even though her parents are not happy? Keep in mind, the brother is a good brother in deen and wise.
Deen wise, alright, yeah.
Deen wise, and also works, finished his masters, comes from a good family, but the only issue is the qabil, basically.
See, the issue that I see here is the parents. Like the parents is mocking it.
Bro, it's 2017, fam.
Like, yeah.
Parents are still moving like this.
Yeah, but this is the problem. What I've noticed is a lot, especially through Twitter. I've noticed the fact that a lot of these youth that grow up nowadays, they have been brought up to hate or be very a certain tribe, or even be like be very like it's okay to rep your pride, your tribe, etc. There's nothing wrong with that, but then certain people think their tribe is like or clan superior above everyone else, innit? And that goes back to like the way they grew up, because I genuinely feel like a lot of parents now, like my parents, the way they raised me is that they fully told me like, oh listen, I didn't even know about clans until a certain age, do you know what I'm saying? Until I was like at least like way older, bro, do you know what I'm saying? And if my parents did the same thing, like told me about this, that, this is why, or little stories, because every single parents has a reason why their clan is more superior to the other clan, and they instill that into their kids, and then these kids then, which is
cycle of
hey, well, it's pretty.
I think we're moving off topic.
Yeah, true. Like, what was the flipping thing?
No, but
Question is,
but I'm talking about the issue here. But this is what I'm.
Yeah, but for the girl, she doesn't see any issue. It's the parents. And you can't do nothing about what your parents.
And I literally just said that the problem here is the parents.
Like a message to the parents.
Yeah.
You are setting roadblocks to the happiness of your child on the basis of what? Some arbitrary conflict that happened a long time ago.
Tribalism, personally,
he's got everything.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it's difficult to find people of that kind of caliber and quality.
No, but this is a contemporary issue, because it happens a lot, and I've seen it so many times.
Such a shame.
And then the parents is, first of all right, we can blame the parents, and they have majority of the blame. However, I've seen youngsters who are proud to very infectious
behavior,
you know what I mean? Where they would say it's all about this clan and anyone else's whatever, blah blah blah, and shout out to Red and whatever it is, in it.
Yeah.
And you think, come on, man, like what have so and so, whatever clan you're from ever done for you? You know what I mean? Have they paid for your tuition fees?
They nada.
Like they've never done nothing. They've not paid for your uni. They've never backed case, but you will die for them. Like, all right, I'm from a certain tribe. I like my tribe, but have you seen those people that come up to you, blah blah, yo, meet so and so, he's from your tribe. Could not give a you know what I mean? Like, could not
supposed
care.
to like him now, like.
Yo, like, they want you to become friends or treat him a certain way. I'll meet him, and they want me to treat him better than I treat Mussa because he's from my tribe. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Don't care if he's my freaking second cousin. If I don't know you, I don't know you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're family, but
The tribe.
You are as a person.
who you are as a person, it doesn't make you any better. So somehow youngsters have been brainwashed to believe their tribe is better than that, superiority complex, and it doesn't help them in any way. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, oh yeah, my clan has done this, and my clan, you're still getting benefits, fam.
You are, fam.
Come on, like your whole family, don't take that piss. Like there is no in Europe, and this is worse in Europe than it is back home. Like back home, they don't even talk about tribes as much. It's a disease here in the diaspora. We've lost everything. We don't even go back home nowadays. You know what I mean? There's nothing to go back home to. I was still talking about Red Hebel and this and that, and you know what? These people did this 30 years ago, and at the end of the day, we sympathize. A lot of things happen to a lot of people. However, you know, don't judge people by what has happened 30 years ago, because he didn't do it to you. You know what I mean?
And going back to this thing now, because like she said that her parents are the ones, or her mother, whatever, is the one that's kind of saying nah, because he's from a different tribe. Or who's from a different tribe? The guy's from a different tribe. So then now, like as like advice to this girl, if your mum is already trying to like say no, like I don't know how your mum moves, but she might try to sabotage the whole thing, because a lot of people are like, they have this really instilled like hatred, and she might continuously bring this up to you. Like if you end up marrying this person, she might continuously bring it up to you on a day-to-day basis, right? And when someone does that to you, you can break. Like, a lot of people are like very easily manipulated, and they are like influenced by something that's repeated to them over like a long period of time. So if you're always being told, yo, this guy is like a bad person, etc., then you will start to like look for flaws, etc. And we're humans, in at the end of the day, that's the type of stuff that can happen. So like, I would, if I was you, I would speak to my parents first and try to tell them what you want. Like, are you why are you moving like this, and try to figure out exactly where they're coming from. And then I don't know, man. I don't know the situation. Like, I can't even advise properly.
You know what? Sometimes it's difficult for parents to take criticism from their kids, understandably. So if you can try to get like a third party involved, someone that they respect. I don't know, maybe a community elder or a sheikh or imam, local imam.
That makes it worse in a Somali community,
It does, yeah.
Yeah, because it basically
he's putting a business out there.
Yeah, you can't handle it yourself.
Yeah. No, not only that, but that means you went against your parents. You might as well just gone off and married them instead of getting the community. You know what I mean? Like, if your parents tell you to do something, and you bring in someone else
to talk about, like,
that's a slap to the face. Yeah, that's a slap to the face.
It's like after your mum said no to you, going to your dad and asking the same question.
And
then your dad is saying, so why'd you go behind my back?
And be like, listen, sometimes they give you this talk, oh, you can marry this tribe and you can't marry this tribe and blah blah. Like, my parents are cool with whatever, you know what I mean? But you have to sit down with your parents and tell them, listen, dad, mama, dad, I don't mind what tribe I get married to. However, like, if your parents are adamant that there's certain tribes you can't get married to, and you really like the person, because then you're in a deep situation, you know what I mean? Because I would never tell you to marry someone that is not no, like,
your parents didn't bless.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Without your parents' blessing, don't get married to whatever. But even sometimes, though, it's for the wrong reasons. They will say, I don't want you to marry this person because of the tribe, nothing else, just the tribe. Then that's it. I can't advise you because I don't know what I would do myself, you know what I mean? However, like,
generally it ends bad.
Generally it does end bad. But if I was the guy, I wouldn't want to marry someone who thinks little of my tribe, if you know what I mean. If I was the guy and the girl's mother is saying, he's whatever, blah blah, and we don't marry that tribe and this and that, and
imagine the shit. Imagine the shit you're gonna go through every day. Someone's gonna look at you like,
why am I begging to marry?
Why am I begging to marry? Who the hell is this girl? Like, there's 1,000,001 girls out there. You know what I mean? Like, so if I was the guy, from the guy's perspective, I wouldn't go through with it. Based on the mother, but you know what, everyone has a different opinion on that.
But do you know what, like, even in our
I just remember that video we did today.
Yeah, but it all comes down to the family, and at the end of the day,
if the mother-in-law mocks you, then you just be like bouncing. You're not surprised by that, are you? Do you know what I mean?
It's like, at the end of the day, if I was the guy,
I totally agree with you.
I agree with him here as well, like, because you know that's someone looking down on you is like one of the worst things in my eyes. You're like, you mad? Are you mad? Like,
if I was a girl, I really feel sorry for you, and somehow you need to persuade your parents, like, or speak to them and tell them, listen, there is no way I'm gonna go for someone based only on qabil, you know what I mean, or tribe, because that's not how it works nowadays. If I find someone that's right, you have to put it into perspective. All right, mom, what about if I found someone who's alcoholic and blah blah and this and that, who's not right for me, but he's the right tribe? Do you want me to get married to him or this person, or do you want me, because they would tell you, don't get married to this tribe, this tribe, this tribe, this tribe. And then you could turn around, all right, you know what, I want to marry, Tom from down the road. She'd be like, huh? Are you mad? Like, why would you do that? Be like, you left me no options. You know what I mean? Like, so you have to sit down and be like, what the hell do you want?
And that's the problem as well. You know how the parents kind of push their children to leave them with no option, to end up like doing some, like, because if you stop someone from getting married, then you're basically saying, you're basically saying, yo, you're gonna have to do your own thing, like, in halal ways, because this person's trying to get married and try to do halal things, and then a lot of issues can occur from that. Like, from you,
so they end up with a trash guy from their tribe rather than a good guy from the next tribe. Just because
stupidity.
And it's just daft. But with regards to this sister over here that's asking the question, obviously give it a good try, like, try and convince your parents, try and talk to them. If it doesn't work, I don't think it's a good idea to go through with the wedding. There's not much you can do, and there'll always be more people, you get me? There'll always be more other battles to fight down the line in the future. I know it can seem sometimes like, right, this is the person for me, I don't want nothing else, I don't want any other fish, but there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Give it a go though, yeah?
Especially from where we're from, there have been a lot of people from kind of different
tribes getting married to each other.
Where a lot of the parents had very, very strong views,
and they changed their mind. You know what? There are certain tribes that, I'm not gonna say their names, but there's certain tribes that have a lot of tension going on between them till today for whatever reasons. Yeah, they're still holding grudges from back then, historical grudges, wherever. And there are people that we went to school, university, college, whatever with, and we were thinking, oh, this is a bit political, and their parents were adamant it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And they just kept pushing 2-3 years down the line, and it did happen, and they're happily married today.
And the families
are friends now, and they're getting on. But sometimes it's not about the exact that specific family. It's a grudge with the tribe. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just have to be like, listen, just be like consistent and be like, this is the person I want, or I'm not getting married, or whatever. You know what I mean? Obviously, I've heard stories where some people run off with someone and get married somewhere else, and that is never the right way to go about it. You know what I mean? There's so many ways to sort it out, and running off with someone and trying to get married somewhere else without your family's blessing, I absolutely don't agree with that. But you know what I mean? Just try to be consistent and be adamant, because sometimes what the parents think is it's a phase. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's a phase. They'll change their mind, and when they see no one wants their kid to be unhappy. That's one thing.
Yeah.
If they see that this is the person they want, and then this person's not going to change, and they see that nothing's wrong with them, if they tell you, but there's also ABC wrong with them, they have a case. You know what I mean? Not the case, but where the tribe, but there's a lot more wrong with them than there is right. So move on then. But if the only thing is tribe, be consistent, be persistent. If it doesn't work out, you know what I mean? The parents are the most important. You know?
Hold the L, innit? And
just take the L and move on.
But you know, sometimes if they don't see you change their mind, they can sometimes their mind change. You know what I'm saying? You kind of break them down to a state where, you know, they're like, but